Hi everyone, welcome back to F1 Podcast. Max, we've got a hit list of things we're going to talk about for the Codemasters game.
You know we do.
And this is all coming from the Codemasters forum. They've released a features list of all the things they're going to put into the game. So we've got a long list here, mate. We're just going to go through it all.
Bring it on.
Talk about it.
Bring it on.
Let's start off. Let's talk about it. Let's get the basics out of the way. We're talking about a launch in September of 2010 to coincide with the Singapore Grand Prix. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, 2010 cars. Everyone should know that by now. September 2010 cars. That's what it should be. That's the way it is.
Damn right.
So we talked about this in the last video. No safety car and no formation lap. So check out our video about that. I think both of us are of the same opinion. We'd love it, but it's not there. It's not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker, Pat.
Yeah, it'd be great to have it, but we're still going to buy the game. All right. So the races are never going to be stopped, Max. There's never going to be a red flag. And all other flags will be in there, but they will not stop the races.
Ooh. Oh well, fair enough. It'd stop the gameplay, I suppose. But,
yeah.
I'd like a realistic one, and I'd like a red flag, so then I could dust off and be like Kimi Räikkönen and go and have a paddle pop and sit on my boat. But anyway, I accept that.
Well, maybe that'll be in the 2011 game.
You never know.
You never know, mate. There will be tyre deformation and tyre wear, so throughout the Grand Prix, your tyres will get worse. And that will affect your handling and the gameplay. And
they will get worse, so you have to nurse. Right.
Mate, that's the way it should be. The tyres should get worse, and the handling should be affected.
Absolutely, totally agree.
Stephen Hood is saying that if you hit the lollipop man, when you overshoot the pit, he will feel it. I think that's pretty cool. I think the pit stops are going to be very interactive, which is great.
That's great. I want to break my lollipop man's left ankle. I want him to go scooting down the circuit when I smash into him at 80k an hour.
Yep.
Or 100k an hour.
Absolutely.
So good, that's good.
Yeah. No team radio. Full team radio. What am I talking about here? Full team radio, but no commentary. So you will have someone bantering in your ear, telling you about things about the Grand Prix, which is great.
It's great. And when I'm leading, I want to be able to turn around to my engineer and say, I'd like you to book this restaurant for myself and my lovely lady later on this evening. So I want to be able to communicate that to my engineer.
Yeah.
So good to hear that full pit radio is available.
Yeah, and no commentary, which I think is good, because when you're sitting in an F1 car racing around, you don't get commentary. Commentary is for us sitting at home watching television. When you're racing an F1 car, why would you want commentary? So I think that's perfect.
Yep, agree.
The full dynamic weather system. We've already talked about this in previous videos. It's great. It's going to be new to this game. It's something that a lot of F1 games have never really attempted or done very well. So the fact that they're going to have a full weather system with drying tracks and rain and puddles and all that is perfect.
And tornadoes. If you're in Sepang, you can get a tornado coming across the track. You just hit the anchors. Probably not that bad.
And your tyres and your car will perform accordingly. So if it is a wet track, then it's going to get a little bit slippery, Max. You're going to have to do some
bit of aquaplaning there, Pip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
When you win the race, you'll be able to celebrate with your fists and your arms. So you'd be pushing buttons saying, "Yeah, I want
their fists. These are my arms. I can go." Yeah. or if I'm said Vettel, I can go.
Oh yeah, you can do.
Especially Mark Webber going. All that. All right, awesome.
Cockpit view, as well as all other views that you would expect. That's a given to me. I personally like to race in a full cockpit view. I know a lot of people like to race and see the car in front of them, but to have those different views is very important, because all of us are different with our gaming Max, so they're going to have all the different views that you would want when you're racing in the game.
For those of you that like having your car in front of you, snap out of it. Go into cockpit view. It's better. All right.
Full damage system, so parts are going to fall off your car, the car will get deformed accordingly. The track objects will be movable and breakable, so if you hit something that can break, it will break. Excellent. And wheels will fly off. What tethers, Max? Tethers aren't working in Formula 1 at the moment, so things are going to be breakable and movable, and that's very important to have a realistic F1 experience, mate.
Excellent. Pity we don't have hay bales anymore. I'd love to be able to come around the corner and smash into a hay bale and
that
have
would
the
be
hay
good.
fly out into the air.
That would be
just
good.
like the 1960s. Oh.
No mechanical failures, so your engine's not going to blow up. But if you do suffer, like lose a wing or something, then your AI will suffer. Your car will become undrivable, but the car's not going to break down. To me, that would be great. In the current F1 CE game that I'm playing, I actually like seeing plumes of smoke coming off the car in front of me if he's retiring. So they're not going to have that. I suspect that'll be something they put in the next game, 2011, mate. But yeah, they're not going to have mechanical failures at all. You will finish the Grand Prix. You're not going to break down.
Okay.
Not a deal breaker?
No, not a deal breaker. That's right.
Difficulty settings and assists to cater for all drivers. So, you know, exactly.
Noobs.
So if you do want braking assist, if you do want the virtual line, if you are a new player, you can turn all that on. That's to be expected, mate. They need to put that in for the new players.
Fair dues. Yeah.
We're going to have engine wear, so throughout the Grand Prix, if you might have problems with your engine or you might have wear on the engine, which is very normal in Formula One. Just asked Seb Vettel about his spark plug. You know, there are going to be issues like that where you could have a problem with your engine. So yeah, I like that.
You'll have problems with your engine. That's good.
All right, mate. You can change the aero balance and the engine power whilst you're racing. And one of the bullet points that further down is being able to do this on the fly with your controller. And isn't that great that you can actually make adjustments to your car? There's obviously going to be things like the wing adjustments that they have in Formula One.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're going down a long straight like Shanghai, for example, and you want to make a few changes to your car while you've got a few seconds, then go for it.
It's going to be fansational, which is twice as fantastic as sensational. And I suggest those of you that don't yet have a steering wheel, those of you that don't say have a G25 or a G27, you might want to look at investing in that so you can adjust your controls via your steering wheel.
Max, just on that, I've got a little budget for September, which is buying the game, buying a steering wheel, and a rig for the steering wheel. So, budgeting probably...
Believe it when I see it.
A couple of $1,000 or whatever. That'll be in September. So,
all right. You heard him say it here now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next.
No helmet designer. You will have the helmets that the F1 drivers have, and you won't be able to design your own. And this is something we've talked about before in terms of being able to download things. That's not happening at the moment.
What? So I can't get Alex Young's helmet design pack?
No, you can't get Jack Brabham's either, mate. And nor can you download a livery or a skin from another era. But, you'll just have to do with the sexy helmet of Mark Webber, mate.
Okay, that'll do.
Alright, track surfaces will change accordingly. We're talking here about the weather and puddles and marbles and racing line and things like that. We've already devoted some conversation to this. It's fantastic. The left hand part of the circuit is going to be completely different to the right hand part of the circuit. You're going to get different dynamics as you're racing, and if there's a few marbles or a puddle there, then you will
stay off them.
Yeah, there will be ramifications, which is how it should be in Formula One.
Good.
Cars in the state that they are created and approved by the team. So basically, the cars will look exactly how the 2010 cars look now.
Good. So you can't strap afterburners on them or anything like that?
No.
What you see is what you get.
Absolutely.